person in here. Links in the chat if you'd like to come up. Really, Pixie?
I apologize to the both of you for getting to the other bathroom.
So much for me going to.
Hey, we got one in here. How you doing today? Or this evening? Oh, they left. Calm your butt down, Pixie. Hey there, how you doing this evening? Links in the chat if you'd like to come up. Or you can just chit chat in the chat. Whatever you'd like to do. What, Pixie? You mad because Thursday's got his head turned and they can't get to it? Huh? Come here. So hi to everybody. It's probably gonna be a few minutes before we get anybody up in here. We got two in here. Links in the chat, guys. Well, Tinker, not Tinker, but Pixie. I don't know where to get them. Yep, wait out or get them. We're up to two. So, links in the chat if you'd like to come up. Or you can chit chat in the chat box, whichever. Yeah. What you doing, girly, huh?
Just spritz. Just spritz. Little brown container. Push down on it.
Yeah, I need to talk about Where's Mom?
Upstairs, I do believe. Are you okay?
It wasn't even on the stairs.
Oh, hell, that's my son just
Have a
falling
nice trip.
up the
We'll
step,
see you next
up
fall.
the steps. Oh, we're up to 4. Up to 5. Links in the chat, guys, if you guys want to come up.
You ready? KK.
We're back up to 5 again. Links in the chat if you want to come up. What's up, Mike? What's up, James? Hey, what's up, Eden? We're up to 7. Links in the chat if y'all want to come up. What's up, Cajun? up, buddy?
What's up, Mona Me? How y'all doing over there?
We're doing all right.
I was surfing around looking. A buddy of mine was supposed to come on. I think he stopped Thursdays and started on Saturday, I think, or Friday, something like that. I forgot. But he was on Thursdays for forever. And he's a mechanic, so we'd all hang around there on Thursday nights. And just so happened your night was Thursday night too. So, but he wasn't around. I seen you up, so I said, well, let me go see what they're up to. Huh? Look like you just started and nobody's up yet. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, I just started about 17 minutes ago.
Oh, okay. They only had one light in there. I hit the second one. I thought there was like 6 people watching. Hey, Eden, homeboy.
So how's the weather down there?
Oh, I'll tell you what. Finally had got some needed rain. To cool us down and to, you know, dry. I mean, knock down the dust.
Well, that's a good thing. We had rain up here the last couple of days.
Somebody over in I forget where they were at. It was raining like 4 or 5 days, and it was good for their business. It was making the grass grow.
See, it was supposed to rain all week here. What's up, Quint?
Hey, Quint, that's a new name to me.
But yeah, it was supposed to rain here all week long, but it fizzled out, so which is a good thing.
Yeah, but it's not good for mowing lawns. So I mean, it's good after the rain, but it does hurt your cutting time. Which you kind of make up for it because the grass will grow a lot faster. In fact, my grass did after it rained down here. I'm like, and, Missy had just cut, and like 4 days later, man, that grass was almost as tall as it was before.
Yeah, I just cut mine this evening. Used the big mower on it.
So y'all supposed to get rain all this coming few days, or it's been raining?
It rained Monday, and then it didn't rain Tuesday, and it rained Wednesday. Or it rained Tuesday and didn't rain Wednesday, something like that.
All right. I don't know how hot it's been over there where you at, but down here, man, it was bad. Well, everywhere was bad, just about. Way up on the Canadian border, it was hot.
But you guys live down in the south. That's why you all stay hot.
Yeah, that's true in a way. Uh, like where I was born and raised, right on the coast, it's not that hot. You know, it's not that humid and miserable hot. Uh, you got that Gulf breeze, you know, blowing all the time, and it's right there. There's nothing to block it. There's the man. What's up, Mr. Eden?
What is going on, gentlemen?
But when you get inland, like where I'm at, like 30, 40 miles inland from the beach down here in Louisiana, that's when the humidity actually sets in on you and you notice that humidity.
Oops, I got you.
If you ever noticed during the afternoon thunder bumpers, thunder popcorn showers, we call them down here, uh, most of all them showers are up inland about 30, 40 miles, you know, 20, 20 to 50 miles.
I
That's where
text
all your popcorn showers will be. They won't be right there on the water. They'll be up inland where that humidity is blowing in from the Gulf.
I'd love to get some of my own.
Hey, Eden, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
My backpack blower,
You'd be
when I
alright,
run
honey?
it, it gets warm. It's wanting to cut off.
What's warm?
It's be alright, honey. Still.
Could that be the spark arrestor?
Could be. I removed mine, but I removed mine on all my equipment.
Yeah, it could be that because the engine can't breathe.
But typically, Steve, if it's a spark arrestor, it's going to want to cut off when it's cold or hot. It don't matter because it's just
Yeah.
plugged up and it can't breathe.
Yeah.
I would
After a
make
minute of running, that's just like putting a cucumber in your tailpipe or a banana in your tailpipe.
Yeah, I would make sure that the valves are adjusted right, and then after that, you're probably going to have to adjust the carburetor. My guess is it's getting broke in. She's loosening up, and probably need to tweak the carburetor a little bit.
Yeah. Do you have one of them carburetor tools for that unit?
So
No.
No.
It's a-
Well,
Double D is the little one that it's called. I bought a whole package of little tiny funky driver sets, and the one that I use is called the Double D. It fits right over the steel thing, and you can adjust it. I think it cost me like $11 off eBay or Amazon or something
yeah.
for the whole set.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get the newer hex with it when you got that one?
No, it doesn't have the hex. The Double D is kind of flat sided, and it's got.
Oh no, I know.
ovals on the
No,
other.
I've got 4 or 5 sets of those things.
Mm-hmm. And it
Johnny
just works.
keeps
So
Johnny keeps losing them in the shop, so I got to keep buying them.
I keep that, and I keep my little tiny screwdriver in a little Ziploc nylon bag thing with all my little custom tools in the trailer. And that little tiny screwdriver is just the idle and my echoes, and then the Double D's for all the steel stuff. Yeah, Steve, you're just going to have to play with it, buddy. But it wouldn't hurt. It's not going to hurt to take that spark arrestor out. And that has the bung style. If I remember right, it's got the bung. So you pull the bung out, take the bolt out, and it's stuck to it. And you just take some tin snips or wire cutters, cut it off, screw it back in, you're done.
Wait, I was reading something in the chat. What you were talking about?
Oh, removing the spark arrestor.
Oh, okay.
I don't have a spark arrestor in any of my equipment.
Right. Yeah, they get clogged up.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
It depends on what color, what style. I was trying to say what kind or style at the same damn time. You can if it's the screw in type, like with the nut on the end of it, kind of like offshore in a D-high unit. Your tanks and you got them temperature gauges and your D-high units uh, in off-field production. You have that. You could unscrew the thermometer out of this encasement. You can screw that encasement out of the tank itself. Well, that encasement kind of looks like a spark arrestor in a muffler. What you do, you undo it. It's going to have a screw on the end of it, but it's going to look like a nut, and then it's going to have a round screen on it. That's how a lot of them are designed. You just take that screen out, pop that nut back in there. That way it'll quieten it down a little bit if it's too loud for you. That's what some people do. They'll take it out, destroy the screen, and then screw it back in, and they never have a problem after that.
Yeah, that's what I do. I completely rip it out. I don't have a screen one in mine.
Oh, you don't have? Okay.
Nope, I take them all out because
you put the little plug back in the cup.
yeah, I put the plug back in. But
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you just take it. What I use is some sheet metal shears, and I just cut that thing right off and screw it back in. You're done.
Yeah.
Like it's bogging down is what it's doing.
Yeah, it could be that, Steve. I mean, it don't hurt to rip that thing out. It ain't gonna hurt a darn thing.
It could be your low side on your carburetor that might just need adjusting, because the low side on your carburetor will do that. You open it up just an eighth of a turn on the low side. It's going to have L and H for low side, high side. Your low side needs to be opened a little bit, because that's for when you ramp your finger on the trigger and you go to give it the gas. If it wants to bog down like that or kind of like hesitate, I always go to the low side jet first. After the spark arrestor, of course.
Because once it gets hot, it'll idle. But you gotta give it gas. It don't have full power. So put it that way.
All right. Does it hesitate a lot?
Yeah.
Fall down and die? Sometimes.
Well, it won't die. You just have to play with the trigger.
Well, how old is it?
2 years old.
Oh yeah, go for your spark arrestor first thing.
Steve, all I run is the AMS oil, and I run it about 80 to 1, and that stuff runs clean, man, clean. But even that stuff will plug up the spark arrestor. It don't matter what it is. The spark arrestor is going to get plugged up. So I would definitely rip it out. And really, Steve, it's a 1-minute operation from start to finish. You're going to spend more time finding the right socket than you will fixing it.
Right. That's a fact.
Well, I'll fool that in the morning.
What you mixing your own fuel?
Yeah, I mix 5 gallons at a time.
Okay. So you got a 5-gallon, a little bottle that says pour this in a 5-gallon can.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you use a lot of 2-cycle gas and gas, so when I buy the True Fuel from Walmart,
I don't know.
In the wintertime, when it comes on sale, when Walmart has their lawn and garden section clearance, like 70%, 80%, 60% off, me and Johnny go in there and we stock the shop up. We'll buy Walmart out of their lawn and garden section. Just about buy them out. We don't buy everything. We'll buy a lot of string, weed eater string. We get a lot of that.
We can't. I can't afford to buy a premix fuel. We got to mix our own. I go through.
Well, we buy that the premix 40 to 40, 50 to 1 because we're using that in customer saws, and we always throw the old gas out because they always bring a weed eater or a chainsaw with old gas in it. So once we do what we have to do, we'll put that premix in there, and we tell them to buy the premix. If they're not professionals, we tell them buy the premix if you're just going to use this tool every now and then, like a weed eater, chainsaw.
Yeah.
A homeowner's not using that often,
No.
you know. And
No.
2 cans, $6 will last them a whole season of weed eating, you know. And they never gonna bring that back to us for carburetor issue. You know, we just trying to help them. I tell
Yeah,
you what,
we go
we
through.
done told too many people that because they took our advice, and we don't get a lot of weed eater stuff from the same people. You know what I mean? We're getting the new customers.
I think right now we're not using as much two-stroke because we're not using the backpacks as much. But right now we're still probably using 1.5 gallons, 2 gallons of mix a day.
Oh yeah, well backpacks are thirsty little animals.
Yeah, in the spring and the fall, that'll jump up to 5 gallons of mix in a day.
Oh yeah, especially with your blowers.
With the blowers, yeah. With the blowers, we'll flat suck some two-stroke.
Yeah.
Yeah, because those blowers carry a dang it, Steve, what was it?
Half a gallon.
Half a gallon?
Yeah.
And that'll get you about 40 minutes runtime. And well, shoot, that's one property. You know, when you're doing the leaf cleanup. You know, and then you got 2 of them going.
Yeah.
So you're going through a gallon of gas every 40 minutes with both of them running. Yeah,
Yeah.
you can flat suck some mix real quick.
Oh, and especially the price of fuel today. Ooh, boy.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I'm spending $70 a day just on fuel between the mowers and the truck right now.
Has it affected your prices yet? For your
No,
customers?
we didn't adjust our prices because we're the highest priced in our area already, Cajun. So we just did not adjust our prices, and we said, you know what, we'll get through the season, and then next year we'll have to wait and see.
Come up, buddy.
We'll have to wait and see and go from there. But no, we're still good. It's taken about $1,000 a month out of my pocket in additional fuel charges, but that's okay.
Right. Yeah. Well, it was an honest question.
Yeah, no, it's all good.
Just curious.
What do we got? I got to look at the comments. Mike's down there. What's up, Mike?
Hey, Jim.
Jim's down there. What's going on, Jim? Commodore Boone. Yeah, Steve, just rip that stupid spark arrestor out of there, dude. I mean, seriously. You'll have it out and back together in minutes.
Yeah.
It's going to be harder. You got to take the cover off. It's going to take you longer to take the cover off than it is going to be to remove the spark arrestor. So, and it's easy. You just use the steel wrench to get the cover off. It's pretty easy. If you get any trouble, just give me a call. I'll help you out.
They can take a little grinder, 4-inch grinder, cordless, corded model, or whatever, like a cutoff with a cutoff wheel, and just cut that screen off. Zip, about 2 seconds, you're done. That screen's history.
No, I'm not going to say it because I don't know the legalities, but my dealer removes them. People bring their weed eaters and crap in all the time. He'll rip that sucker right out of them. There you go, you're fixed. And he's an authorized steel dealer.
Yeah,
because if he doesn't,
they'll change it. They want the money. Put it out of it.
No, he just rips them right out. You're fixed. Because if he doesn't, they're going to be back. It's going to be plugged up again.
Yep.
A little tweak on the carburetor. Good to go, baby.
What's up, Bill?
Hey, Wild Bill. Speaking of the devil.
Yeah, just got off the live show. I think I get my glasses on. Nerd tube. Oh, okay. What's going on, Mr. Bill? How are you, sir? It was a hot one today, Steve.
Yeah, it was warm here, but I guarantee you, wasn't as warm as it is over there.
We hit 108 today.
And we hit 88.
Oh, you suck. I'll punch you in the nose.
108 in
10
Idaho. In
Oh,
Idaho.
Yeah, we're high desert. It gets hot here.
Oh, high desert.
Yeah, 108. We had a little breeze about 7-8 miles an hour, but that doesn't. And when it's 100+ degrees, it didn't help. And man, it was hot. It was hard to breathe hot. But we finished up. I walked in the house, checked the thermometer, and it said that was 105 when we got home. So it was hot.
Where'd your truck mirrors say?
I'm reading the comments. Sorry, what's going on, Jason? The truck is whatever. I don't know. It doesn't. When we're hop, skipping, and jumping from properties, it doesn't update fast enough. So it's still reading temperatures from 2 hours ago. You got to drive it around a few miles before it'll upgrade.
That's cool, Bill.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah.
My Jeep doesn't do that.
Yeah,
It's not in my mirror neither, though, but it's up there in that console up there.
Yeah.
You know, that little area up there with a bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, now I drive her just a few miles down the highway, and it'll actually get caught up.
What? Need a potty?
It was hot. It was miserable hot. And tomorrow's the same way.
Yeah, and that's what I do. Heat index, or that was with the heat index?
Our heat index is almost exactly the actual temperature because we don't have any humidity here.
Y'all don't have a lot of humidity, right?
No,
So y'all don't really even have a heat index.
No, I mean you can look it up, but usually it's within 1 degree of the actual temperature.
Right.
We were definitely looking for shade today. I parked the truck illegally many times just so I could park in the shade. I didn't even care.
There's an old saying about living in Arizona, where this is a fact in Tucson and Phoenix. Well, Phoenix is hotter than Tucson anytime. But I lived in Tucson for a couple of years. My job brought me over there, and they say you from Arizona when you park a half a mile from your work to park in the shade.
That's right. There ain't much shade down there. You got to find an orange tree or a palm tree or something.
Yeah, they got a lot of them wild mulberry. They're not wild. They're mulberry trees. It's a fake mulberry.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of them there. They kind of outlawed them now. They don't want you. They telling everybody do not plant mulberry anymore because it's not a real true fruit bearing tree. They fast shade and all that, but please don't plant those no more. That was on the news.
Creosote. That's what they call them. Creosote shrubs. They're all over down there. That's scraggly.
Oh yeah, in the desert. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we go down to Arizona in the
winter. Andrew?
We winter over down there. We load up the fifth wheel and we go south for the winter and get out of the cold.
Right, you were telling me that. That's why I told you. If y'all ever get down here, just let me know. You're more than welcome to put your feet under my table.
Oh goodness, yeah. Where are you at? Well, we're not going to get down south. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, Southwest Louisiana.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to get down there. I can't afford the fuel to get down there.
I believe it.
Mm-hmm.
I had a buddy of mine. He was supposed to come to Texas this whole week. Wait, what's today? The 28th. He was supposed to be down here Monday and leave Saturday, I think.
What?
He couldn't make it. Him and his wife. He couldn't. He was going to bring me a rider mower, a hood rider, Craftsman, old style, and bring it to me, to give me, because mine burnt when my crawfish ball went wrong.
Oh, I didn't say hi to Andrew. Andrew's down in the comments too. What's up, Andrew?
Oh, I didn't see Andrew. Hey, Andrew. What's up? Morning on me. When I bought my truck in Tucson, I bought a white truck.
I wouldn't mind getting over to Tucson. Tucson's a little colder in the winter than
No,
Phoenix and Yuma. So I don't know. I'd like to go
no,
see it.
it's all right. Well, they at what 4,500 feet, above
Right.
sea level.
Yeah. A little
But
colder.
no, I loved it in the winter. I did. I went around with a long sleeve
That's
shirt
what my
on
cat did.
most of the time. What did it do?
Oh, Matt's in here too. What's up, Matt? Shoot, you guys need
What's
to.
up, Matt, buddy?
No, Andrew, that's not Pip.
Hey,
That's,
Matt.
No, you didn't. No, you hear my dog.
Yeah, that's Steve's dog over there. Pip, so I don't know where Pip's at. Where you at, Pippy? Oh, she's over there curled up with Mama.
My little long-haired Chihuahua's ears are like this and looking.
think I need to take her outside.
Yeah, Matt, feel free. Jim, you too. Guys, come on up here. Hang out, man. Oh, my gosh. I'm sore today. I took a branch to the head, knocked me clean off the mower right on my butt in the grass, Steve.
Really?
Man,
That sucks.
I got a big old scratch in my head up here.
Dang.
I was seeing stars on that one. Jim, my back all up. I'm going to be hurting tomorrow. I'm already hurting.
Big
Tomorrow's
branch.
yeah, well, it was about a 4 or 5 incher. But it was enough to knock me off the mower going, I don't know, I was probably 5-6 miles an hour. It hurt.
Come here.
And I run all my safety switches still on my mowers. So when you jump off, it shuts down.
As soon as you fell off of it.
Yeah, it rolled 3 feet and shut down. And I was sitting on the ground, and KJ come over. And he's like, "You all right?" And I said, "Am I
Yes, you're
bleeding?"
doing good, Bill.
And then Laura come over, and she's like, "Are you all right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I think so." But you know us guys, we're stubborn-headed. Just get up, shake it off, rub some dirt on it, get back out to work. Here's Pixie.
Yep. Hi.
A buddy of mine got down at my house. He drove up. He got down, went walking toward the door, and I had a branch. I had a huge live oak tree. Okay, now this branch is, about 12 inches across. Okay, that's them big live oaks that hang to the ground down here. And it was dark. He walked right into it with his head, and he said it jammed his neck. And he said it didn't even grunt, move,
Yeah, Andrew, we not want this
say
stuff.
watch out or nothing. And he was long-legged, so he was kind of walking pretty quick. He had a good stride to him.
You mind, Skylar?
There's no slab here at my place to do it. Find a levelest spot in your yard, in the shade. I heard you say Stella.
Do what?
Did I hear you say Stella?
No.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, say, I don't see Lawnmower Lady in here. That's her real name. No, Andrew. Stella, the lawnmower lady. The small engine mechanic. She is the guru of the lawnmower whisperer. What you been up to, Andrew?
You gonna be good, girl?
Just getting off of work or something?
Oh, you gonna be good, girl?
Not this late, I don't think.
Nope.
Yeah, let's I think it's almost 11 Andrew's time. Oh yeah, most people name their cars. I call mine Betsy a lot of times. Everybody does that for some reason. Too hot to do much. That's right, Andrew.
Yep. What, Sky? What? Huh?
Clean up for him. He has a major groundhog problem. Dang. There be holes in the ground everywhere, huh?
What, buddy? What?
Hey, Jason.
I'm doing pretty good, Jason. How about yourself?
Okay, sorry about that. One
Oh,
of the
you didn't do
children,
nothing wrong.
one of the children came over and the dogs got all excited. Steve, it's still 95 now. Almost 9 p.m. It's 95.
Run over the groundhog with the mower.
I got sidetracked there, but no, Andrew, I wasn't. I was only doing probably 5 or 6 miles an hour because I was actually doing some trimming with the edge of the roller. I was getting close to some stuff. And I ducked, but I didn't duck down far enough. And it caught me and it just shoved me down. So
That's good, Jason.
thank goodness I wasn't going full speed, because if I would have been going full speed, it would knock me out. What do we got for me? Matt, how in the world you been, man? I haven't talked to you in a while.
He said he don't want you humping his head. Yeah, my hat needs a bath, Phil.
How you clean your hat? How y'all clean y'all?
Washing.
I just run it through the wash machine and don't dry it.
Basically what I do.
I tell you, I do a toothbrush. Use the toothbrush method under the under running water.
I usually wait till I'm running a load of jeans and throw my head in and scrub them.
You want to go outside, Pixie?
Uh, Where mine gets dirty the most is right there on the bill, you know, when you adjust your hat all the time or whatever.
Mine's
Right
just,
there from
mine's just sweet.
all dirty fingers. I usually just do the bill and the front at the bottom part, lightly do the top, you know, by the embroidery, like right up here by the coin lettering, because that's all embroidered right there. And you can see the stitching inside. Anyway, I don't do the mesh, and I just use compressed air and knock most of the water out. Just hang it up on something that because I don't have to worry about it. It's a damn good quality material. I don't have to worry about it sagging, but I still try to put it on something where it keeps the shape of the hat and let it air dry for a couple of days because I got quite a few of them like this.
Andrew with 18 groundhogs that guy has. He's already got a groundhog farm. I'll be right back. I'm going to take these dogs out. I'm going to smoke me a cigarette real quick.
Groundhogs wouldn't last long down here. That's
That
some
wouldn't
good.
last long around here either because people will shoot them and eat them.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. They make some good gravy. I never cooked one, but that's what I heard. I know some Cajuns that live where they got them at, and they said, "Man, that is some fine eating." They say it's better than a squirrel.
No, I'll pass on that. I'll eat anything. It don't bother me. I'll eat anything.
Use a little 17 caliber on those 17 caliber rifle. Blink them.
Andrew, I'm gonna. So we don't have ground sure, but we do have ground squirrels and we got gophers. And we use a gopher trap. We dig down into one of the tunnels and put this spring-loaded trap, kind of like a gigantic upside-down mouse trap, if you will.
Uh huh.
That's how they get rid of the gophers, because gophers can kill up the whole field. You go to irrigate the field because everything in here is corrugated row crop, and the water will go down and come up someplace else.
Something happened to your audio. I don't know what happened, but you sound muffled or something. It's not like it was when you got away from the mic earlier for a couple minutes. When you came back, your mic's all muffled now.
Who knows? Yeah, that's the problem, Bill, is with those ground animals. They dig down and they just mess everything up. Then you drive over it, and all of a sudden the ground will sink, and you'll get stuck. What I hate about groundhogs is they push the ground up too. And so you do low along, all of a sudden there's a mound there, and you hit that with your blades. You got dirt and rocks and stuff flying everywhere. Those are blades.
Yeah, that's what just like a crawfish hole. in people's yard down here, we got a problem with crawfish chimneys. The crawfish make their hole, and what they do, as they dig in deeper, they bring all the mud out and they stack it up, and it's just like a round chimney.
Yeah. You hit that with your blade, it rolls your blade all over.
Yep. And what them chimneys do, it'll what it does, it's kind of a protector for the crawfish to keep their hose from flooding.
And like my green phone and it love my green like hot stuff. Yeah, and oh, it's a good one. It is on
Chase the
my red one.
party animal. Come on, dude. Nothing, man. It's Jason. It's been hot. We got home today. It was 105 degrees when we finished mowing today, and we've just been pushing through because next week it's going to cool down into the high or mid 90s, and we're just looking forward to that because that's going to be nice and cool. So this week's been tough, man. It's been tough. Laura's hobbling around on one leg, and so she's doing what she can do, but we're pushing through. KJ and I we're rocking it. Laura's helping what she can. And then the heat's it hit 108 today, and tomorrow's going to be 108 as well. So. We're doing 103. Hot. It's hard. Anything over 102, 103 area, that's miserable for us to work in. I don't like it when it's
Huh?
if I got a whole bunch of schedule left and it's 103, I'll just shut them off and push everybody back and get caught up on Saturday. Because I'm not going to work in it. It's too hot.
Yeah, you can.
You're asking for problems.
Heat stroke, heat exhaustion. Yeah.
So, no, we don't. I don't do that. So far, we've been good, though. We've been getting out early in the cool of the morning and trying to get as much done as we can. And we're getting the schedules done. So.
And one thing that's bad in certain areas, certain neighborhoods, you can't start at sunup because people are still sleeping, and they don't want you making no noise, for their neighbors. The customer don't mind, but it's their neighbors,
we don't go into residential until 8 a.m.
Yeah, right.
We do have some commercial stuff that we do. We start at 7 a.m. And we knock those out. We're going to wake everybody up.
All right. I went into one big secure gated community called Faucet down here. It's a golf course and all that, but there's a neighborhood built in and around the golf course, and they have a contractor gate and all. And when I was doing trim work, doing inside trim carpentry work on the $1 million homes in there, nobody started working till 8. Nobody. It didn't matter if he was a painter. Nobody started working till 8 o'clock.
What you got? Oh, well,
No, you got to be respectful. I mean, yeah, the heat sucks, but I'm not going to go into a residential neighborhood at 7 a.m. and wake everybody up. I'm just not.
Dad, where's Dad?
He went outside. He's in the garage. Jim, what's up, Jim?
Hey, Ian.
Where's that Mr. Thug? Who's that, Emily? Hi, Emily.
You must have gone to go smoke. Oh, he's got his headset on too. I can't hear you guys.
As a matter of fact, it's so hot here that the trees are molting or shedding all their excess leaves. So it's almost like a little mini fall going on right now. And tomorrow's video, which I recorded today, we actually had to bag a lawn just because there's so many leaves. It's crazy. The heat just the heat gets the trees and they just shed their excess leaves, and it's just, man, there's leaves everywhere. I wish I had my walker back. I need that mulch stick, man. But it's in the shop. So we had a baggie the other day. A couple of them actually.
Hey, Thug.
Is that
Hey, Barnes. Wow, I ain't seen you in a while, Barnes. How you been, mon ami?
Yeah, really. It's the music, man.
Man, Barnes used to come up in my live panels all the time.
Yeah, Jeff used to come up in this one. Before I drive down there to South City.
Yes, sir. Well, I could be a lot better, but yeah, it's going good, Barnes.
Steve, Jeff, Steve will be back in just a minute. He went to go smoke, so if you want to come up, he'll post a link in just a minute.
I can get that right quick.
Well, Steve can't put him up.
Huh?
Steve will have to put him up, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
There you go, Barnes.
Yeah, Jeff.
Hey, what's up, Victor?
Jeff posted some pictures today of a tree job that he got that got blown over in the wind. That looked pretty nasty. And there's got to be some weight on that thing. It's not up above the ground. It's not all the way down.
Here's the link.
So that ought to be a good one, Jeff. I'd like to see a video of that. Trying to relieve that tension off them branches.
Barnes, I never put the link in my comment section. I email them to people that want to come up. Keeps the riffraff out of the basement. Because every now and then the trolls will get a good run on everybody, and they start coming in the basement with fake avatars, fake names, and I have to know who's coming up in my stream. You know, if it's a different name that I'm not familiar with, no. And if they're not moving, you know, down there in the basement, if they're not moving their hands or whatever, no.
I like that. It's very good.
Too many people got bombed like that. Oh, I love the McCulloch saw.
Jeff loves chainsaws.
Okay.
He's got more chainsaws than I got weed eaters, and that's a crap ton.
I got a few McCullochs myself. I've got some old McCulloch.
Jeff restored a 1010. Man,
Need a wing
a couple of years ago.
for a 1010? A wing what? A wing it? A what? Need a wing it for the 1010. You're not talking about the handle, are you?
He accidentally.
Oh, wing nut. Oh, hell, you can get a wing nut anywhere. I don't think I got any wing nuts for a 1010. I've got a bunch of NOS, new old stock. I've got a whole box of, huge box of McCulloch parts. Mostly I got some things for the 1010, but not a wing nut. And I've got all the reed plates. I've got the reed gaskets, the reed box gaskets, the boxes.
Links in the chat if you guys want to come up. Do you mind, Asher?
Most of the ports, new old stock, I got it for the big Maxo.
Is that any better? Can you hear me better now?
Oh, heck yeah.
Okay. Jeez.
What was
Well, it's a brand new phone. I just activated it today, and what it is, it switched the microphone off my headset into the microphone on the phone, and that's what it was. So I had to go in the settings and fix it.
Oh,
So
okay.
sorry about that, guys. I didn't realize I was that bad, but
Yeah,
Uh,
it was. It was. Well, somebody else mentioned it too.
yeah, I didn't realize it was that bad.
Okay.
Okay, Eden got in trouble. I did, Jim. What did I do now?
Oh, Jason did. Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy, I got in trouble. Says Jim. I don't know what I did. Yeah, it's brand. I got a brand new phone, so that's what I'm on. Still working out the bugs apparently.
Getting used to the bells and whistles on it.
Gotta
Yes.
help, buddy.
So, Jim, I got in trouble today. Did I get in trouble today, Laura? I don't think I did. Usually, it's some smart aleck comment that gets me in trouble with Laura. Thank you, Jason. Thank you, Cajun.
Do you mind?
Yeah, Andrew, I got the 13 Pro Max. My
13.
11, wherever it is right here, it's still good. See, it still works. But I was eligible for an upgrade, so I went and got an upgrade.
Is that a Samsung Galaxy?
iPhone.
Oh, iPhone. Gotcha.
Yep.
I got that.
Okay.
A13 Galaxy. I got it from Spectrum. Since I have Spectrum Internet, I qualified for their mobile service, and I paid $24.24 a month for the phone. $10 a month for the phone.
Ow.
$10.24 a month for the service. I get unlimited calls, text, 1 gig of data, which I'll never use that because I use Wi-Fi. I never use a data plan, never. But it rolls over, and $24.24 a month for a damn phone. And to me, that's cheap.
Yeah, my 11 was still a good phone. I just was eligible for an upgrade, and we got 5 phones on our plan, and some of them need upgrades, so we just everybody upgraded, so it works out good. And then I always get the Pro Max, the bigger one, because I got old eyes, and the bigger the screen's easier to read. So
Yeah, thank you.
my first one was a 7. My first iPhone was a 7 plus, I think it was.
3S, I think, my first iPhone.
I loved it.
I don't remember what my first one was.
It's right here. Let's see if it's still on. Yep. See, there's my 7.
4.
We dug them all out the other day because the reason I had to get rid of the 7 is because it quit. The phone portion quit working. I couldn't make a phone call, and I couldn't get incoming calls. And we checked it. It wasn't a SIM-ish situation. It was the phone was going bad. So, and this is my business phone. So I bought the 11 out of necessity. And then it's still a good phone, but we upgraded, so I got 13.
Man, them iPhones, they got great cameras. Great cameras on them.
Yeah.
You can make videos with them. You know, it don't matter if the phone don't work or not. You make videos and download them to YouTube or upload them to YouTube, whatever, through the gallery port. Awesome videos, awesome pictures. Man, quality.
All my YouTube videos are recorded on my iPhones.
Have you ever? Are you familiar with the Good of the Land over in Texas, Justin?
No.
You're not familiar with him?
He
He did all of his videos with iPhone.
Yeah, I do all my videos with iPhones.
And it looked like professional cameras he was doing it with.
Mm-hmm. The cameras are awesome. And I don't even record in 4K just because it uses up so much storage. I just record in 1080. I have recorded some videos in 4K, but I'm not. I don't need it for what I do. So
Right. I can do mine in 2K. That new phone I got. I can do it in 2K if I wanted, but I won't. I'll just keep it at 1080. 1080 is good enough. There he is. What's up, Mark?
Hello.
Jeffrey,
Greetings.
What's cracking, man?
Not too much.
I used Jeffrey's new song in a video. The moment he released the song, I was editing video and I was like, "Oop, that's going in." Honk, done.
Yeah, watch that. Look at this big old fat stain on my shirt. What do you think of that? I got a bunch of bar oil on my shirt earlier.
You look like a working man, buddy. I mean, I got stains all over my shirts. It's all good.
Yeah.
Thought that was some pork chops. That.
Just throw
Adds
some
character.
No,
See, I hardly even see it, but with the filter.
Throw some OxyClean on there, you're good to go.
It looks like the shadow from the microphone, so you're all right.
Yeah, there we go. There. We'll
There you go.
cover that up like that. There we go.
Yeah. So if you move up a little bit or
That's the
side, it'll look like a shadow.
that's the best guy thing I've seen today, Jeff.
There we go.
Just cover it up with a mic. We're good.
More thinking.
Yeah, Jim, that's what I found. You're using up so much more of your storage, and then rendering, and then uploading. It was too time consuming, and I don't have that much time. I just don't do it. I just, if I had the time or had somebody editing videos for me, people are out there that have big channels. I can understand that, but I don't have the time or I just don't. So, nope, it's 1080 for me. And even so, it still takes me, I don't know, it takes me about 10 to 20 minutes to upload a video to YouTube. So, and those are, 10, 15-minute videos.
That's not bad. It's better than 3 hours.
Yeah, no, you upload in the morning. If you upload in the evening, everybody else is doing it, and it goes slower. You can upload in the morning, it goes a lot faster.
Well, good to see you again.
Now I just told everybody to upload in the morning. Now everybody's going to be doing it, and it's going to get slow. So, Jeff, did you land that tree job? You are, in fact, doing that one?
No, I submitted a bid for it.
Okay.
I told him $1,000.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. If I get it, great. If not, whatever. So it'd be fun to get it. The thing is, it's bittersweet because it's pine. So that means everything's getting soaked in gasoline after the job to get the pitch off.
That's all good.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks. Take bars, chains, everything, put them in a tote, fill it full. Well, submerge it in unleaded for a day.
Yeah, it'll clean it right up.
Yeah. Half gallon of unleaded is cheaper than a bunch of acetone, I think. So.
Yeah.
We used to have a 5-gallon metal can in the shop that was full of diesel.
Yeah.
And that's what we use. We just throw it in there and let it soak.
Yep. It'll melt it right off.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, you get that sap over chains and up in the sprockets and stuff. Oh, it'll gum up saws so bad.
It'd be too big.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it gums it up. But that's what we cut out here, Jeff. I mean,
Yeah.
it's rare that we get hardwood. Everything is soft pine. So
Yeah, so we had a lot of pine and spruce up north. That's what we cut. Birch, pine, and spruce. That was the 3 main species. And now in my area now we got all the hardwoods, oak and maple. Those are the 2 dominant ones.
right. Got to run your rakers a little higher with hardwood.
Yep. I keep mine a little bit lower for hardwood just because of it. If you're chunking too much out of hardwood, man, that chain will grab in that hardwood. If it's too hungry, it don't cut very good. So I keep the rakers higher for the softwood to really peel the chips out. And then I kick them down a little bit for hardwood. It's much smoother.
Really?
And a little bit safer, reduces risk of kickback a little bit more. But
Gotcha.
I don't know.
I just run them.
The sappiest pine trees I ever seen come from north North Arizona, up in that part.
Yeah.
I dealt with some pine wood one time in Tucson, and they said I was local up north pine. That stuff was full of sap.
Yeah, sticky.
Full of sap.
The
Oh,
trees, you'll see the trees bleeding it just naturally out of the bark.
oh
I
yeah.
mean, it's a mess.
Totally different than the pine, loblolly pine and longleaf
Mhm.
pine down here in Louisiana. Totally different pine sap content.
I still got, I don't know, half, 3/4 of a cord of red fir out there that I got last year.
Oh yeah.
No,
There you go.
excuse me.
Fur, yeah.
It's
That's good to burn.
no, that is not red fir. That's poplar.
Oh, poplar. Oh,
Mhm.
well, I heard
That's
you say
poplar.
fir, so okay.
I did say red fir, but we burn up all the red fir. This is poplar that I have left.
Oh, okay.
You know it because when you throw it in the fire, it pops like crazy. Pop, 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 crack, crack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got certain oak trees down here that'll pop in a fireplace like that. Call it popcorn.
Well, I got hooked up with a guy 2 years ago, and he has the contract with the Forest Service in the National Forest just right here where I live. And he goes up there, and if there's a deadfall across the road, or if there's something encroaching a road that they need to be dropped and fallen and get out of there, he has the contract to go do that for the Forest Service. So then he takes it home, he lets it dry, lets it cure out, and then he splits it up and he sells it off by the cord.
Mhm.
So he brings it right to my front door and throws it off his truck in my driveway, and then I just got to haul it to the back and stack it up. His prices are really reasonable, and it works for me. I don't even have to go cut wood. Yeah, Jim, and it pops too. Pop, pop, it cracks. Crack, crack, crack.
Yep. Gotta have a chimney sweep come out every year burning that softwood, though.
I had
You
one
can-
come out, Jeff,
Mhm.
and he looked at it and he goes, "It don't need clean. That'd be $60.
Really? Wow.
Just burn it hot. Burn it hot.
Man.
Don't. If you shut it down and sit there and let it smolder all night, every night, yeah, you're gonna plug up. But yeah, if you burn it fairly hot, you'll burn it right out. You're fine. So I have a guy come out every year and he looks at it and he goes, "It don't need clean." So what about the creosote? He said there isn't any. Okay.
Oh, there you go. Cool.
You know those
Uh-huh.
creosote logs? Have you ever seen those, Jeff?
Yeah, I've seen them. We never used to use them. I think
Yeah.
those are just kind of coming out as something popular.
Yeah, so I'll burn those. I'll burn a few of those every year too to help remove the creosote. But my chimney's clean, so chimney guy says it's good. It's good. I sent it into my insurance, and I'm covered.
There you go.
And honestly, my chimney is stinking a foot thick of masonry. It's even if it does catch fire, it's not going to damage anything.
Right.
I tell you what, you're gonna freaking hear it though.
Oh, yeah.
It's gonna be roaring.
Oh, I've responded to several of those, Jeff. Yes,
Okay,
We're like-
yeah, okay, yeah. They're
we're like,
roar.
shut the doors. No oxygen, no burn. Just shut the doors. Fire department will be here in a minute. Sounds like a jet engine trying to fire up.
Oh yeah, it's loud. I mean, it's a scary sound.
Yep, shut the doors. Let her try to choke it out. That's all you can do. But then it'll start sucking in through the top too, and it'll
Yeah.
puff. Woof, woof, woof.
Yep.
Dang. I've never. We've got a couple chimney sweeps down here where I'm at, but they far and few between. You know, you probably got every 10 towns you might have one chimney sweep.
It's funny because my guy, chimney sweep, he comes out. He's got the old-fashioned top hat and the black jacket and everything. He plays the role to a T.
Really?
Oh, what?
Yeah.
What's his company name? Bicentennial Chimney Services.
No, it's awesome. He comes out. And he gets out his big old long ladder and he pulls it up there and he plays the role and it's awesome. He's a good guy.
Dang.
You got the big top
He's
hat on.
he's a traditionalist.
Yeah, yeah. Which is a good thing because, like Jeff knows, I don't do heights at all, and my chimney is like, stinking. I don't know, 15 feet above the eave of my house, and the eave of my house is probably 20 feet off the ground, so it's way up there, and I ain't having none of it. Nope.
Nope, not me, no. Can you imagine them guys in Chicago and New York and all in big cities that was building skyscrapers with no safety belts, no harnesses, free walking on them beams?
They get up there and they do it.
And then in Chicago, they say in some parts, New York too, on certain days, but Chicago, it's almost every day that you got to lean into the wind, and the wind all of a sudden stops, you're gonna fall forward. That's not for me. No, 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 no. Not for $1 million. Now, I'd get up there $1 million with a harness or whatever, and I'd probably freeze up there.
If you're tied off, you're good to go. You can get those. You can get fall arrest plates you can put into the roof. You peel back a couple shingles, and then you can screw them things in, and you're good to go.
Yeah, for that.
You just tie off. Just put your belt on and tie off to them, and you're good.
Oh.
As long as you know how to tie knots, I'll make that very clear. You better tie a good knot. You ain't putting a bow tie in it and expecting it to save your life.
I have 20 knots in it, me.
Pixie.
Yeah, them guys up there 300 feet in the air just walking them I-beams or H-beams or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
no.
back there, what, 20s and 30s? That was real popular, like during the Empire State Building times, building that. Them iron workers, they'd get up there. They'd sit there and sleep with a leg hanging off one of them beams up there. It's like, man. I don't know. That takes a special breed of person to do that. I believe that. That takes a special type of person to do that.
I think it only took a year for the Empire State Building to be built.
Yeah.
That
That's when people knew how to work, and they showed up to work. You don't get that no more. And people weren't so happy every 10 feet. So, Eden, did you download that other track I did on my SoundCloud?
The one from 2 days ago?
I got 2 cinematic tracks. I got the one I sent you through email, and then I got the other one I got up there.
It's a different track?
Yeah, it was the first one I got done. As far as, cinematic style. It's 4 minutes, 40 seconds.
I did not.
I'll send you a link to it later.
I did not, Jeff. I got the one you
Here,
sent me like 3 days ago.
Yep, that was the dilithium infusion.
Right, yep, I got that one. You got another one?
Yeah, the one before that I wrote before that. That one's
Which
4
one?
minutes, 40.
Gods and
Pirates? Nope, it's not that one. This is, here, I'll have to send you a link to it.
Yeah, I've got
Let me make sure I got free downloads on here. Should. Permissions, yeah, direct downloads. Okay.
Hey, Robert.
I don't remember, Jeff.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
What's up, Robert?
Let's go here and let's go.
So, Jim, here's my whole thought on heights. I hire somebody to do it because I ain't doing it.
Wild Bill says he needs somebody to do his mom's chimney. What they usually charge?
Here, you're about 150 if they got to sweep it out and clean it. If he comes and inspects it and doesn't have to clean it, it costs me $60.
Okay. Just
$6 for a write-off for your insurance company, ain't bad.
Eden, you can check the chat. I put
in the chat.
not the chat up here. I don't I don't post links on
Oh,
YouTube
gotcha,
and,
gotcha,
not in
gotcha.
other people's chats unless specifically asked. But
Gotcha.
in the chat, I got a link up there for you, free download. Robert?
Salvation, I have not seen that. Oh, I'll get it in a bit, Jeff.
Yeah, no problem.
I got to get off the stream to do it.
Yep.
Sweet.
No big deal.
I found it though, so I have not heard that one. Ooh, I could have used that on today's video. I found a cool little track today for today's video. It was kind of a dubstep track, but it's not really dubstep. I was like, ooh, that sounds pretty good. I'm going to use that.
There you go. Yeah, I don't do a lot of ladder work. Ladders give me the heebie-jeebies, especially when you start mixing
Baby, did you
chainsaws
get
and
my
ladders.
message?
That just
Okay, that light there, you hit the switch
I
downstairs.
don't. That bothers me. I see people up on ladders 20, 30 feet up, tying extension ladders together up there with chainsaws. Like, oh, yeah.
Robert, what's up, Robert?
I got to climb it. That's
I'm
a
being-
Husqvarna 38 XPL, I think. There's 3 letters behind the 38. Anyway, it's a arborist saw. It's a Husqvarna. It's the top handle type, and it's a short saw. I think it's 14.
Yep, 12 or 14, probably 14.
It might be 4. I think it's 14. It might be 12, and I don't know. I forget if I put that 14-inch bar on it or not. I got the chain for it right behind the laptop.
Unless you got like the bare bones like top handle, they're generally 14-inch bars. If I remember correctly, I haven't measured mine. I don't know.
It might be the 14, but it's a good climbing saw. Like I said, and you clip your lanyard on it. It's a spot for the arborist to go up the ladder with.
Yep.
It's hanging from his waist.
Robert, ooh, you're all ready for date night, aren't you, Robert? Goodness. Man, oh bad.
Secret agent man with them sunglasses.
Nah. I finally got my Shindao T62 out of the shop at a cost of $169 and some change.
Got a new shaft on her.
Man, oh man.
New shaft and new inner cable. Both of them were bent to the point.
Yeah.
But,
Jason, I took 2 weeks off of videos like a month ago. And let me tell you, my monetary funds have dwindled substantially, and so have my views. I took 2 weeks off, and everybody abandoned me. Oh, well, whatever. It's just like, dude, I got a business to run. Videos are not priority.
Yeah, I need to get posting more.
Man, we have swung some monster deals lately, and I've only talked about the one. I got 7 new properties we're visiting tomorrow, but I've got another monster deal that I've put together, and I'm waiting to get final submission on that. And that's another $1,800 a month account.
Yeah, see, that's awesome.
So what am I? You're talking? I got business to run, man. I can't. Videos are secondary to.
And you
business.
got you got the trifecta running in the truck too. You and yeah.
We're cranking. Jeff, I wish you were here, man. I wish you could come out and see us. How efficient and how fast we can crank out lawns. It's awesome, man. Awesome.
Oh.
We're doing the heat right now because things are not growing real fast. So trimming and edging is really, really fast. Just because you don't have that spring growth and you're trying to, cut off 4 inches and stuff. And then
you can almost spot trim this time of year.
Yeah, and then we got the Walker mower, which is the mulcher, so we can single pass everything instead of double cuts. And I mean, we're literally cranking out Yeah, $150, $200 an hour with the three of us in the truck.
Yeah. See,
So
that's incredible.
Yeah, we're rolling. We are flat rolling. So
Have you heard anything on that Walker?
no, I was expecting a phone call today and I didn't get it. So I'm hoping they call me tomorrow. I know they had to work up a price estimate and stuff, and I'm sure it's going to cost me a couple grand. So whatever. But I love that little walker. Holy crap, that thing mulches, cutting 3-4 inches of Kentucky blue off, lush Kentucky blue at 8 miles an hour, and there is nothing. It is mulched and gone completely. Nothing.
Looks like a club right there.
That's incredible.
There's not, you can't even see a haze, thatch, nothing. It is gone. It's crazy. I'm buying another one.
I finally got the reverse gear on my Poland XT doing what it's supposed to. I'm like, shit, that's a fun job. Loosen that bolt, then I had to find that sweet spot where it's going in forward and in reverse. Tighten the bolt down, crank the motor. If the axle's turning in the reverse, it's good to go. So I'm like, now I got to work on the brakes on my pull tractor. She's getting to where she's not stopping on the hill like she's supposed to. Yep. Yeah, and I found another project tractor at the lawnmower shop. It's a GT 5000. Had a 25 horsepower pro engine in it. Somebody didn't change oil in it. I'm like, nope.
Free power.
Yeah, the guy at the shop, he's going to have to find an engine for it that will be close to or the exact engine to go back on it. I'm like, yeah, I just can't believe that. Because you go to Home Depot on those days, you look at a lawnmower, you better look at that rear end. If you see plastic, walk away. Don't even go there. Because they say it's more expensive to repair it. You just might as well just buy a new one. So keep the old school stuff going. Yep.
Sorry about that. I had a daughter talking to me there. Oh. So yeah, Jeff, we are crazy busy, man. Like Laura and KJ are going, are you nuts? We can't do that. And then I pump them up and we rock it out. And they're just like, holy crap, that was awesome.
Yeah, wow. Well,
so, but I think we're in a little bit of a pickle with the properties that we have now. I added 10 new properties last week. So with those 10 new properties that I added, we are pretty maxed out. Come this fall, we're going to be 12-hour days, you know, when the leaves and stuff. But right now, right now we're that 7-8 hour day stuff. But if I get this other property, that's a 4-hour mow with 3 of us on it.
4 hours? How big is it?
I'll talk to you privately, Jeff, because I don't want to say nothing until I get it.
Right.
So
okay, well that leads me to ask, when are you getting a 61 or a 72 on that trailer?
No, it's not like that, man. It's more something like what Josh would do.
Okay, so something technical. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay, so I can't. But anyway, so yeah, so then we stack in a 4-hour mow that we got to fit in the middle of a week that we're already booked out. And we're going, oh crap. So we'll figure it out one way or another. I'll put Keelan on a mower. I'll put KJ on a mower, and I might have to hire another trimmer guy. Yeah.
Well, I still need to submit you my resume. Eden.
Oh my gosh.
Total greenhorn, doesn't tolerate heat. Likes to take a lunch break. There you go.
Laura's been packing sandwiches, man. We're eating on the run.
Yeah, you got to.
Oh, it's been awesome, though.
I don't stop and go pay for food. I just battle through the day and then get home and eat. Yeah. I'll force feed a breakfast just because I'm never hungry in the morning, but I'll force feed it just so I'm content till at least the last third of the day, and then I'll be, I might take a snack or something. But
Okay, well. Yeah, and in the heat of the day, Jeff, nobody wants to eat anything when it's hot. You just get a
Yeah.
little snack to tide you over so you can cool down. But we're cranking out the hours on the equipment too, and it's noticeable. That equipment's not looking good right now. There's a lot of duct tape and bubble gum on it, keeping it going. But
Well, I've been rained out. I haven't touched a property this week. We've been rained out. 2 days ago, we set our new local record for rainfall. We had a bad storm. I'm sure you may have seen it on international news.
I think
We
Josh
got
posted a link.
we got 9.8
inches.
inches of rain in 6 hours overnight.
That's nuts, dude.
We beat the previous record by 2 inches that was set back in 1915. We basically got July's and August rainfall plus some in 6 hours.
Dang.
And it rained, it rained last night, and we got about 2.5 inches more last night, and we got about 3 inches more today. And that's supposed to be done, and we're supposed to go right back into the heat and the drought. So it's going to be very humid for like the next 2 to 4 days. So it's going to be miserable working a whole week schedule before the end of the month just to make invoices happen.
Jeff,
like,
you
man.
realize that 9 inches of rain is 2/3 of my annual precipitation here.
Yeah, see, that I can't believe it.
Annual.
I've never seen it like that. Just to get out of the neighborhood, water was to the belly of my truck, and that's what, 20 inches, I think?
That's crazy,
18,
dude.
20 inches?
Yeah, I saw some
Jeez.
pictures. It was pretty impressive.
Man,
Yeah, that was
it was nuts. Down by the county jail down here in Belleville, there's a freaking river. Because it's a low spot. That water's raging down.
Well,
Whoa.
the grass
Man.
should green up, right?
Oh, yeah, everything's nice and green right now. Because the temps have been in the 70s the past 2 days because of the heavy cloud cover and rain.
Even if you didn't get another drop of rain, you're probably good for at least a month or so.
Yeah, we're good for a while. So I'm gonna have next month is gonna be
mowing's gonna
profitable.
good. Yeah,
So I'm gonna try to gobble up as much one-time cuts and stuff as I can get next month and try to recoup some money.
Yep.
But yeah, it's gonna be a grind the next 2 days.
We've
I'm gonna
been
try to do
turning-
half tomorrow and half the next day and be done with it and get invoices sent out.
We've been turning away one-time cuts, Jeff. We just don't have time.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, with your operation, yeah, you have no need
I'm
for
like,
that.
I'm sorry, I don't have time. And you know me, I love to go into 2, 3 foot, 4 foot tall
Right.
stuff with the weed
Clean up
eater,
stuff.
knock it
Yep.
down. Oh yeah, that's fun. But I don't have time. I turned away last weekend, 2 weekends ago. I turned away 2 $500 jobs. I'm just like, I'm sorry, guys, I can't do it.
It's not needed for your business right now.
Well,
you don't need it. It's just not needed.
If I did it, it would be on Saturday, and then I'd be doing maintenance all day Sunday. I just
Right.
can't.
You got to have a little bit of personal time. I mean, geez.
Let KJ have that extra side work.
Yeah, KJ's in there scraping decks and sharpening blades, man.
Oh, he's
Gonna
with
be
you on the weekends. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah. If I'm working, he's working. The heck with that crap. No, he's doing.
Oh,
good.
yeah,
he's,
when I
he's
went-
getting up to speed fast. That boy can flat run a trimmer now, and the mower he's proficient but not perfect yet. But he'll get there. He'll get there.
Yeah, we'll send him up here for a month. I'll throw him on a power saw.
I would love to follow him around with the camera on a yard or two and just show you how good his weed eating skills are. That guy can trim. He trims fast too.
Well, Eden, get yourself about $600 and get some GoPros on board and start passing them out to people.
Yeah, I know, but then I gotta edit video.
Yeah, then you get.
It's like I really got time for that.
Or you just get the GoPro app and then just bounce them all to your phone.
Right, that's
And edit them in. Yeah, then there you go. That's it. Cameras on the table, everyone. They just bounce them all off of there from the app.
But Jeff, everybody has different styles of trimming, right? We all know that.
Mm-hmm.
I think you trim walking backwards.
Yeah.
Laura trims walking
Sidestepping
backwards,
backwards,
right?
yeah.
I walk forward. And KJ learned from me, you peg the throttle and you go fast. And if your trimmers are, maxing out on the RPM, then you're not going fast enough. But it's got to be clean cut too. And so he learned from me. He goes forward, and
he's quick and it looks good. It looks really good. So
It depends on what I'm doing, forward or back, but generally backwards. I'd say 80% of the time.
yeah, if you're cutting off 8 inches of fescue, then you're gonna have to go backwards, dude. There ain't no way around it. Right.
But like I said, I've been past like month. I've been basically spot trimming properties because just nothing's hardly growing. So
We had a couple today that just little tiny yards that we pulled up to, and I'm like, I'm not even getting the mower off. Run out there with the weed eaters and knock it down, hit the high spots, and bill. Yeah. Hit it with the trimmer, make it look good. Done.
Yeah. Nah, I went to the log cabin. No, was it Monday? I think it was. Yeah, there were certain parts of that yard. I was cutting it with the Poland XT. I was cutting on number 5, but then I had to go back on number 6 and then disperse that. I'm like, this yard is it's a Heinz 57 yard. And I still got to go back and weed eat. I'm like, yep. I just say this. I'm glad I didn't bend the shaft on my Shindao 302. Boy, that shaft. Oof, I would have sure hit my pocket.
Robert, get your butt out here, man. I got a ditch that needs that 302.
So we have the common ground in our HOA. This was the morning after all that rain. That's about 15, 20 feet deep. And there's a 4-foot wide drain pipe that is unobstructed, and it couldn't keep up.
A 4-foot pipe?
Yeah, the pipe is about 4 feet. The drain pipe, and it's not obstructed. That's the common ground. So that's about 15, 20 feet deep right there. Right. Yeah, honestly, I really wanted to run out there and go swimming, but I didn't feel like dealing with the law. I would have loved to set the GoPro up, just jump in there and swim and do a lap. Get about a good 100-yard swim. Yeah, it's nuts. That was, it's just incredible rainfall. I've never seen nothing like that before. We've had some really bad rains, but not like that. But apparently nobody has seen it because it set a record. So
since 1915.
Yeah. So we have there's a new house being built in the neighborhood, and how they just got done grading the yard when it comes in the yard. So it's all that clay, right? Well, they graded it on a slope towards the neighbor's house. And the neighbors got all their landscaping and their swimming pool, okay? You kind of know where this is going. So this is what happened to their swimming pool. Every bit of that ran off and filled their pool with clay. And all the concrete and their landscaping's all filled and destroyed.
Oh, my gosh.
Okay. Now, here's the worst part about it. So Capert Construction is in charge of that home and that property that builds in the neighborhood. They are not going to do a thing to rectify it. They told them to kick rocks.
Those barriers to keep that from going, to getting out of that area. You know what I'm talking about? Those landscape booms.
What's good with you, buddy?
Yep. Yeah, silk fence can only do so much, and that's it. Yep.
That's a lawsuit coming up.
I was about to say, though, I hope those people lawyer up and go after the builders. I don't know if they have any grounds to stand on for it, but the thing is those builders created a situation that caused that mess for those people. So, I don't know. I guess if they're not willing to do anything, I guess the best thing that they can do is let all of that settle at the bottom of the pool and have a pump truck come out and try to suck up as much as they can on 5 or 6 different visits. And try to get it out, because you don't want to turn your filter on and suck all that clay up into the pumps and stuff.
No, but you've got a cleaner that you can use to clean that out. But it's going to take a lot of work. That's
hundreds of pounds of clay, though. I mean, them pool robots and stuff is fine, but that clay sucking that up in there, ooh. And you're talking a basket, like maybe a 2-liter, not even that, maybe a 1.5-liter size basket in those robots just to clean your pool.
Right.
You'd be taking it out every 30 seconds, just gumming it up. I mean, it'd take forever. That's I couldn't believe that when I seen that, and the fact that the builders said to pound sand, they ain't going to deal with it. It's like, ooh, man.
That's going to be a lawsuit.
Yeah. So, wow.
Okay, well, you will hear from my attorney.
Yep, pretty much. That's exactly how it would go.
Wow.
So yeah, that was interesting.
Oh, I'm sure, Jeff. I'm sure with that much rain in and around that area, that there's probably several instances similar to that. Not necessarily that particular, flooding a swimming pool, but I saw some pictures. I mean, roads were completely flooded, parking lots completely flooded. I mean, it was just ridiculous.
Yep, that's right in my area too. So 64 was shut down for a while today because they got about 3.5 inches all of a sudden within 2 hours. That all built up real quick on I-64 going towards I-70. Right there, it's just turned into a parking lot in St. Louis on 64 because it was a real deep swell of water right there underneath the overpass, and it stopped traffic dead in its tracks, and it was right at prime time work traffic too. It was about 3:30, 4 o'clock, and that oh man, wow, it was crazy. But yeah, a few homes in the neighborhood because so some of these homes were built lower in the neighborhood than others. So those homes, of course, their finished basements completely flooded up to the middle level of their home. I mean, completely. So total loss. They don't offer flood insurance in this area. You can't get it. So there's no insurance these people can claim on for that because nothing covers it in this area. At least in this zip code, you cannot get flood insurance. So that's a total loss. And I know people tried to go after and sue the builders for that, knowing that it floods in that area, and they still continued to build homes, and they were unsuccessful. It's a mess. That's just HOA shenanigans, let me tell you.
Well,
that's it. It was crazy. I'd never seen rain like that in my life before, though. That's just wow. I'll probably never will see rain like that again in my life.
So Jeff, we got. Oh, go ahead, Cajun. I'm sorry.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. I thought you were finished.
No, it's all good.
Drive 42 inches in 12 hours.
Yeah, see, that's you're underwater. Who's building the frickin' ark and how do we get on it?
Yeah, that was a great flood. 2016.
Yeah.
That's when Baton Rouge, the eastern part of Baton Rouge, Denham Springs, Walker.
Yep.
I mean,
everybody was underwater.
Yeah.
A lot of people died, and a lot of stuff was underwater.
I mean, man, that's when the Cajun Navy went out over there and helped out, rescuing people. Yeah. I mean, front end of boats were pulling up to the fascia boards of houses.
No, Jason, I detest the HOA.
Yeah, don't get them started, Jason.
If I could get away with it, I'd go burn their headquarters down. But we can't do any arson type behavior. So.
So tomorrow, okay, Jeff. So 7 new lawns that we got are in the town south of me, 15 miles, and I already had a dozen houses over there that we mowed. And then I incorporated some houses over here. So we'd mow over here, go over there, do the dozen, come back over here. That finished out the day. But now that I got the 7 new houses, so now I have 19 houses over there. So now I got a whole route that town.
Right.
And I had to move. We mowed that town on Mondays. The people that we picked up were all mowed on Fridays because these were from another mow company. So I had to rearrange Mondays and Fridays. I had to flip-flop them. And then we had to move a couple to Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But that was a scheduling nightmare. But we got it done. And tomorrow is the first day we're going out to mow those 7 new properties.
There you go.
Never seen them before. I looked at them at Google Earth. And we're mowing them all tomorrow.
Man, oh man. That might be an adventure for you.
Well, one of them's a $120 property.
Man.
It's a biggie. It's actually a dog training facility.
There you go.
So anyway, so tomorrow we got to go over and mow all those. And when you go to a new property and you're mowing, what do? You go super slow so you can learn the lay of the land.
Yeah.
And you're going half speed on everything. just so you can look for sprinkler heads and obstructions and blah blah blah. So that's tomorrow. So we get to live through that tomorrow. And it's going to be a slow, tedious day, but that's all right. And then after that, we'll be good to go.
Wow. That'll be fun.
It'll be fun. It will definitely be fun because man, you get going on that same route every week. Like a couple of weeks ago, we pulled up at a property, and KJ goes, "This one again?" I'm like, "What do you mean again?" He says, "Didn't we just mow it?" I said, "Yeah, a week ago."
I feel that way too. It's like, man, need some new scenery.
Right,
man.
So tomorrow's gonna be fun because we got new properties. I'm gonna enjoy it. I think it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah.
Different view, different properties, new, trying to figure out which way you're going to put your stripes on everything. And,
Oh, Quint, didn't you get swallowed by a shark? The only one you can count on is that shark. He's the only one that delivered you to the white light. Yeah, well, you got to meet all three. Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. They were greeting you with candles, weren't they, Quint?
I saw him on here the other day.
Is that a real person?
I think so, because he was on here, on your last stream, wasn't he, Steve?
No.
Yeah, I know that name. I've seen that name someplace. Recently, like in the last week.
Yeah, he's quoting some song lyrics.
Did you buy a bigger boat?
A bigger boat. Yeah, it's called the Ark.
Yeah. Okay, I better stop with my jokes. No, Quint was cool in Jaws. He's my favorite character, honestly. That dude was bad to the bone. He was fearless. Quint was fearless.
Yeah, but he got ate. Poor guy.
He did. Yeah, but tell you what, man, he went down fighting.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, no, Quint was on here. The person that's making the comments was on here the other day, so I think he's okay, Steve. I think he's okie dokie. He's not the one that caused trouble.
That new property you're doing tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
Is the grass real tall or what?
So, Cajun, basically here we're 100% irrigated, so everything's got sprinklers on it. Everything, every lawn in the whole 100-mile radius of me has got sprinklers. If it doesn't have sprinklers, we don't have a lawn. There's no such thing here because we just don't have the precipitation.
Right.
So,
like Arizona, yeah.
Right. So you got to have sprinklers. Now, it comes down to we got three different types of water. You got ditch water, which is river water, run through canals, and then it's plumbed through the city. And so you have a spigot in your backyard, and it's pretty low. It's low pressure, like under 10 psi. And so you can't even run a Rainbird with it. You can just kind of run one of those dribbler sprinklers, but you got to move your sprinkler around. And it's free water. I mean, you pay like $60 a year for taxes to get that water. That's it. Then a lot of people have wells here. We got Sandpoint wells, so they're only 18 feet deep. And you can just use it. Oh, yeah, our water table's right there.
Really? Wow. Dude, our well in Alaska was 368 feet deep.
Right, yeah.
And that sucker froze one winter. We had to have a specialist come out.
Now,
Yeah, you
Jeff,
had to drill through the icebergs down there.
this is not drinking water because it's not purified. It's not down far enough for purified water.
It's reclamated water.
This is irrigation water. And so
Okay.
guys that have wells do really good because all you have to do is pay for the power to run the pump. And you got all the water in the world. It's got lots of calcium in it. So whatever it touches is going to have hard water stains. So you do not want it on your car. Okay, then you got city irrigation, which is what I have here at my house, which is actually the city water that you drink out of your faucet and your irrigation system is hooked to it, which is very expensive to run. So to answer your question, Cajun, depends what kind of water they have and how much they're putting down. So right now I'm starting to show some pretty good brown spots in my yard simply because I don't want to pay another $200 a month to get water down to keep it irrigated.
Okay. Oh, no, no. I wasn't asking you about water or anything.
Right. So we're almost 95% Kentucky bluegrass here, maybe a little rye mixed in, and there's a few fescue yards. And so when we show up on a property in this heat that we've had 100 plus degrees, we only may be cutting off 1.5, 2 inches right now, just because the grass is slowing down because of that heat. It wants to dormant. You can pump the water to it, and it's still going to just say, I'm not growing it. It's too stinking hot. So that's what you get. I'll be cut right now. I'm cutting off anywhere from 1 inch to 4 inches. Just depends on the shading and
That's
water.
Okay. Well, my question was actually on that new property y'all going to tame down or whatever. Y'all got real slow. Is the grass out of hand? Is it 2 foot tall or what?
Which property is that?
One of the new ones?
Property y'all gonna do tomorrow?
No, it's acreage. It's
that cleanup or whatever.
No, I'm not doing a cleanup. I turned all those down. That $120 property that we picked up that we're mowing tomorrow is because it's about 1.5 acres.
Okay, you were talking about it was going to take a long time to do because of the fact that it's a new property that y'all doing, and y'all have to go real slow to watch out for sprinkler heads and stuff like that.
We just go slow because it's new property, and we don't know where all the obstructions are. It's not tall. It's probably 5 inches right now. We're going to cut it down to 3.
Oh,
but
okay.
it's just a new property to us. Once you learn a property and you know where all the bumps and stuff are, so you can slow down on it, before you hit them bumps and scalp something, but we haven't had any time on the property. Right. So basically we run everything at half speed just to make sure that we don't screw something up while we're there. That's why it's so slow.
Yeah, I thought the property was, like 1.5 foot, 2 foot.
No. Nope. It was mowed last Friday.
Oh, dang. Okay.
So it's just new to us. It's a new property to my business. Another business was mowing them. And I got these properties from a guy that's quitting mowing. He's going out of business. And he actually had about 70 properties, but 63 of those are an hour away from me. And he had 7 properties that overlays an area that we mow. And so I contacted him and we came to a deal. And so I picked up 7 properties from him. Jeff Lucas.
Wild Bill, your faucet water smells like bleach. Yeah, correct. It's chlorine in there. That's mostly what they treat water with. For city water or parish water. Well, we got parishes down here instead of counties.
Yeah, our city water isn't chlorine; it's chloramine, and so it doesn't have the smell as chlorine does.
Right.
But it's a little different, and it lasts longer because chlorine, you hit it with the sun and it burns it off, where chloramine does not burn off. It takes like 30 days.
Yeah. Well, it's the chemicals they add in there. And good thing our water. We in the Bayou Cane sand down here in the Chico sand where I'm at. And that's one of the largest aquifers in Southwest Louisiana is the Chico. And that means Chico in front is stump. Stump. Like, a tree stump. But anyway, we in that aquifer, and that is a awesome aquifer. It's real deep. We'll never run out of water. Never, ever run out.
All right, Steve, I'm going to have to jump off here, buddy. I got some stuff to take care of before I go to bed. So.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to shut it down anyway.
All right, man. Cajun, you take it easy. Everybody down in the comment section.
All right, everybody. Yeah, man. Good talk tonight.
Yeah, I got to run. See you later.
Good seeing y'all again.
Yep.
All right, Whirling. I'll check y'all too. And I'm gonna do my outro. As always, love, peace and crackling grease. Catch y'all later. And Whirly, appreciate you having me up here very much. And I seen a couple of old friends I hadn't seen in a while too. You know, like Barnes and Robert. You know, the crazy wannabe Cajun from Georgia.
Yep.
Oh, Robert's a good guy. Though. I like him.